Good evening and welcome to Little Tokyo Service Center's Sake on the Couch, the first, last, and only event of its kind. I'm Sharon Kamegai Kosita, LTSC's Director of Development, and your co-host for the night. Joining me live in our beautiful Terasaki Budokan in Little Tokyo is LTSC's Executive Director, Eric Nakano. Now, before we get started, I wanted to mention one quick housekeeping item. This experience works best if you're using headphones. If you don't have headphones, please remember to mute yourself when watching videos. Otherwise, it may disrupt other guests' experiences. Thank you. Now, we are so excited to celebrate with you tonight in our custom-built virtual world. So, let's start off this evening with a toast. Get your glasses ready. Eric?
As we all know, this past year has been a year like no other, testing our resolve and demanding courage and creativity. Yet every day I'm inspired by the dedication and compassion of our staff, our volunteers, and all of you, our supporters. Because of you, our community has emerged from this time with hope and renewed energy. So let's take this moment to celebrate. Please open up your sake kit and join us for a toast to a fun evening with great friends. Kanpai.
Thank you, Eric. We truly appreciate all our supporters. And a special thank you goes out to US Bank, tonight's sponsor of this VIP reception. US Bank is a longtime partner of LTSC, and we are so grateful for their support.
For over 40 years, Little Tokyo Service Center has provided a safety net of social welfare and community development services to empower people and communities in need. We provide culturally and linguistically appropriate services in the Japanese American community and for many others in need. We build affordable housing and are working to stem the homelessness crisis. And we work to preserve Little Tokyo as a historic cultural center and a home for legacy businesses, seniors, and low-income families. By attending tonight's event, you are helping all those we serve to thrive.
LTSC wouldn't be the successful organization that it is without the support of its partners. Tonight, we would like to honor 3 partners that have impacted LTSC.
Our first honoree is a steadfast partner for LTSC and the Little Tokyo community. Kevin DeLeon is our Los Angeles City Council member for the 14th District. But his support for our community goes way back. He was an early supporter as a state legislator for the Terasaki Budokan project. As our council member, he is helping Little Tokyo really expand affordable housing opportunities, tackle the homelessness crisis, helping our small businesses to recover, and ensuring that future development in Little Tokyo is based on the community's vision for its future. I can't tell you how much of a difference it makes to have a city council member who is someone who knows and understands us and is truly a friend and partner. And so it is with great pleasure that we honor Kevin DeLeon this evening.
Good evening to everyone joining us for this virtual celebration, Sake on the Couch, that goes to support the incredible work of the Little Tokyo Service Center. Now, I want to express my sincere and heartfelt thanks to LTSC for honoring me this year. And I want to congratulate the other honorees, Stop AAPI Hate and Kansha Fund. When I was your Senate President Pro Tem of your California State Senate, it was my honor to be an early supporter of Terasaki Budokan, which all of us are getting a virtual sneak peek at tonight. And I've been even more fortunate to work with LTSC on ensuring that the community of Little Tokyo remains at the forefront of desperately developing affordable housing for low-income seniors or families and helping small businesses. Now, just this past March, and in partnership with the Go for Broke National Education Center and LTSC, I was proud to have led the efforts to get unanimous City Council approval to expand the ground lease on the southeast corner of Temple and Aiso that will now double the number of affordable housing units to over 200 and provide community-centered ground commercial floor space. This all stems from sustainable Little Tokyo's community vision for First Street North, which I call the guiding light, the document for all things as it relates to the development and growth of Little Tokyo. Now, after a difficult year where a pandemic brought us so much pain and suffering, And where anti-Asian hate reared its ugly, vile head again, it's important to recognize the amazing successes that continues to be accomplished, especially by Little Tokyo Service Center and the multitude of community partners. Now, I'm looking forward to this year ahead and the achievements that we're all going to, come about, what we're gonna accomplish collectively. Now, from the bottom of my heart, to each and every one of you at the Little Tokyo Service Center, I want to thank you for this incredible recognition that you have bestowed on me. To all of our viewers here tonight, thank you for the honor of allowing me to be your council member for City 14, but especially for Little Tokyo. I thank you. Now, one last thing, because this is virtual and I'm not there right now, I'm going to ask you at the very least, will you save me a cup of nigori? If not, save a whole bottle of nigori sake for me and we'll share it together. Thank you.
Thank you, Council Member, for those kind words. And I have your bottle of nigori right here, ready for you. I'd like to take a moment to thank Kevin's amazing staff, Jennifer Barraza, Nate Hayward, Emma Howard, and of course, Warren Furitani, who everyone knows is a longtime friend of Little Tokyo and a leader in the API community. Thank you.
In response to the alarming escalation in xenophobia and bigotry towards the Asian community, several organizations mobilized and launched the Stop AAPI Hate Coalition in March 2020 to track incidents of hate. During their first year, the coalition received over 6,000 reports nationwide, with over 2,000 in California alone. Tonight, we honor Manju Kulkarni, Executive Director of Asian Pacific Policy and Planning Council, for her role in bringing the Stop AAPI Hate Coalition together. Manju has worked tirelessly to bring this issue to the forefront and earlier this year testified before Congress. Please welcome our friend Manju.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Manju Kulkarni, and I'm Executive Director of APCON and one of the co-founders of Stop AAPI Hate. I want to thank Little Tokyo Service Center for recognizing Stop AAPI Hate at tonight's Sake on the Couch Gala event, alongside Councilmember Kevin DeLeon and the Concha Fund. It really is such an honor and privilege to be recognized by LTSC, one of the oldest and most respected AAPI organizations in the country. I've really had the pleasure of working with LTSC for so many years, and want to acknowledge the fact that when we started Stop AAPI Hate in March of 2020, we approached LTSC to translate our form into Japanese, and without hesitation, Eric Nakano agreed, and so we were able to get our form up in multiple Asian languages with their help. And so I know that now and always the organization has really been a stalwart in the community, advocating for civil rights of our community members. I want to just take this moment to acknowledge past leaders such as Bill, Dean, Yasuko, and current staff who are so wonderful, Eric, Grant, Amy, Ann, and so many others that I've had the pleasure of working with. Thank you so much for this award, and hope everyone has a wonderful evening and look forward to continuing to work with you in the future. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Manju, for your dedication.
Our final honoree is the Concha Fund of Marsh and McLennan. Concha means gratitude, and the fund has one clear vision: to help those in dire need when all other social support has fallen short. Chris Inoue, Managing Director of Marsh, is the second generation to steward the Concha Fund and took over from his father, Ray Inoue of Inoue Masunaka and Company. The fund's strength comes from generous employees, many of whom have been donating since its inception in 1983, who believe that together they can make a greater impact than what any one individual can do. In partnership with LTSC and with the generous matching support of Marsh, the Concha Fund continues to help hundreds of people turn their lives around.
Thank you, Eric. And thank you, Little Tokyo Service Center, for honoring the Concha Fund. And our congratulations to the other honorees this evening. I am very pleased to accept this recognition on behalf of the members who, since the founding in 1983, have given generously to support the Concha Fund's mission of giving back to the community and helping those in need of a lifting hand when they had nowhere else to turn. I would also like to thank our company Marsh for supporting the Concha Fund members by matching our contributions for over 30 years. Together, we're able to make a much bigger impact than any one of us could do on our own. And through our collaboration with LTSC, 100% of our donations go directly to worthy recipients. Over the years, there have been so many heartwarming stories. Rescuing domestic violence victims, aiding families in financial distress, helping those facing food insecurity, assistance to people with uninsured medical emergencies, getting treatment to people with severe mental illness, just to name a few of the many gut-wrenching stories. During COVID, it brought solace to our members to do our part by replenishing LTSC's food pantry, helping families suffering financial hardship. In one case, we provided tablets to children so they can continue their schooling from home, and providing counseling to those who had fallen into deep depression and despair. While the members of the Concha Fund remain anonymous, I can tell you that it has been a very self-satisfying and rewarding source of gratification for all of us. Yet we also realize that this is just a very small gesture to the community we serve. Thank you again to LTSC and to all of you in attendance this evening. Thank you very much from all the Concha Fund members.
We are so happy to be recognizing the Concha Fund, the exceptional, long-standing dedication of the generous members of the Concha Fund. Thank you again to all of our honorees. We are really grateful to have all of you as our partners.
We would also like to thank all of our sponsors of Sake on the Couch. Your dedication to LTSC's mission is commendable. Thank you for your support.
After we conclude this VIP program in a few minutes, you will close out of the live video by clicking the X in the top right corner of your screen. Make your way over to the community room here in the Budokan map, where our longtime partner, Mutual Trading Company, will be hosting an exclusive sake information session. Atsuko Kanai will be live in the room to answer your sake questions. Because of Mutual's close relationship in the sake brewing community of Japan, Atsuko will send a special kanpai message from an award-winning sake brewer, Kosuke Kuji of Nambu Bijin Brewery, in honor of our event tonight.
皆さん、こんにちは。岩手県南部美人5代目蔵元の藤康介です。様々な認定を取っていて、世界一にもなったお酒南部美人、手作りにこだわった酒造り、そして、地元での米栽培、様々なことに努力をしておりますが、これからも世界中の方々に日本酒で乾杯していただくために、私たちは頑張って高品質で美しいお酒を作り続けていきますので、どうかアメリカの皆さんも応援をしていただければと思います。またコロナが終わって、アメリカに行って皆さんと乾杯できる日を心から楽しみにしております。それでは乾杯！
Wow, so exciting to have our event celebrated by our sake brewing friends in Japan. Now, just a few housekeeping items before we turn you loose into the virtual world. The main event will start at 7 p.m. To get there, walk through the portal at the end of the Budokan Plaza to enter the Little Tokyo map. LTSC staff is available to help you find your way. We're excited for you to explore Little Tokyo and wander the Japanese garden. Also, make sure you come back to Budokan, as it will be set up for the main event with more fun and entertainment. There will be another live stream program during the main event, so don't miss it.
If you need technical help during the event, there are help desks in each map. LTSC staff are available to help you. You can find them walking around named Volunteer. And there's a hotline to call. We'll put the number in the chat. There are also many more resources available on our event website, which is ltsc.org/sake. We want to make sure that you have the best experience possible navigating this new technology.
And don't miss our exciting silent auction with many unique items, including beautiful handcrafted arts to highlight the creativity in our community. In the maps, you'll see a computer with a Bid Now sign. Walk up and press X on your keyboard, and you will be taken to the silent auction, which will close tomorrow evening.
Before we wrap up this program, please enjoy this short video expressing gratitude for your support of LTSC and our programs.
Thank you so much for helping me, my family members, all of us, making us feel happy and being there for us at all times. I'd just love to give them a hug, but it's COVID right now, so we can't. But just thank you so much for helping all of us.
Thank you for your hard work. Thank you to be with us when we need it the most. We're very proud of you guys, and our gratitude is gonna be in our heart forever.
シニアにね、こんなにペイアテンションしていろんなことしてくださるグループがあるっていうのもとっても感謝してますから、私だけではなくて周りの方もそうおっしゃってます。
The dollar that you give helps more than you think. Even if it's something as small as just funding for one meal, it feeds a family. You don't realize how much help you give with the donations that you do. Whether it's big or small, it helps a lot of us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
本当にありがとうございます。感謝です。Thank you.
To hear more about each of these clients' stories, find their videos linked in the main event. I hope you are as inspired by these stories as I am.
Thank you for attending tonight's program. I want to give one last thank you to US Bank for sponsoring the VIP reception. Okay, so please click the X in the upper right-hand corner of your screen to re-enter the virtual world. And go check out the sake experts in the community room. We'll see everyone in Little Tokyo at 7 p.m. Thank you.